Hey guys, so I am making this video just to put in my vlog. It is October 16th, 2025, and man, it's a long time since I posted. If you look at this time last year, I was living in Spain. Now I'm living in Georgia, and so much has changed. Um, I'm making this video because I am going to I'm just done making excuses, man. I've been talking with some people someday where I realized I talked with this girl and she was in the park and she took this picture and she was a cute girl. I went and I spoke with her and we had a really, really good talk. We started walking the park in the rain. It was really cool and we had this really amazing heart to heart conversation. And we were talking in the park, getting to know each other. And we hung out for like probably an hour, hour and a half, something like that, just walking around. So I walk her to the bus stop, and then, we finally learned each other's names. Her name is Miriam. And I remember thinking, like, oh, hey, like, let me just. So I asked her, I was like, hey, you like want to see each other again? And then she was like, oh, no, I want to leave it to fate, da 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 da. And she was just saying all this stuff. And really, I was realizing, like, I noticed something is that if people receive what they think they deserve in the way they think they deserve it. And if you've been told that you're not allowed to have special things in special ways, you won't receive them. And I started realizing that, like, it was really easy to make it about me, but I started noticing that I was talking with her. I was realizing I was like, she doesn't think she's worth this story. Like this opportunity we talked about, and we were kind of talking about it, and she's a smart girl. And I kind of just told her, I was like, you really don't think like you're worth this story, you know? I wish I'd said it like that verbatim. I didn't have the words at the time. But I told her about like responsibility, and it's like you're not really embracing this opportunity right here. Like, because it was good. And she just like, oh, I had a really fun time. I've ever had this. It was so good. And it was really interesting. And I just started realizing I was working with another client earlier today, and we were talking about this marketing plan, and I was kind of showing her how to work it through with the process of iteration. And she could be a bit of her perfectionist, which has definitely kept her from moving forward. Her perfectionism has kept him from moving forward. But it's very interesting when it crops up on her. It'll still kind of take over, and then she'll think, oh, it's this thing that I'm worried about, because today she was talking about how she doesn't want AI to affect the jobs of other authors or other artists, because she doesn't want to take jobs away from artists, as though, like, it was just interesting because it was like she was like, this is the ethical dilemma. I don't want to hurt or affect other artists. And I was like, why are you taking responsibility for this hypothetical person's journey when you have an actual book, an actual coach, an actual person, actual people in front of you doing things? Why are you worried about this hypothetical over here and, and not doing something? And I realized it was just an excuse for her not to take action. And I started realizing, like, guys, if you want to see the validity of whatever it is you're thinking, look at what it compels you to do. If it compels you to make a righteous choice, it's probably a true principle. But if it's always just compelling you to an action, that's what it is. It's just a smokescreen. It's a smokescreen to not take action. It's a smokescreen to not invest. It's a smokescreen to not do the thing, especially if it's a slam dunk. And the more and more sure of a slam dunk it is by how more far fetched or how detached you are from whatever bullshit excuse or reason you're giving. And I was talking with this client, and I got really frustrated. And normally I try to be cool and try to play it like calm, but I was like super direct with her. I was like, no, like this is what you're doing. Like, you're sabotaging yourself, and you're putting your energy and investing in this imaginary hypothetical thing that's not real, and you're using that to keep you from taking action on something that's tangible, that's right in front of you. And I realized it was because, like, her energy just needs to process some of this shame and this idea that what she wants and who she is, that she's worth it. And I realized it was with this girl, it was with this woman, and I just started noticing it. I'm like, dude, I have all these people who are reflecting this feeling and this sense of whether they're worth it. And it reminded me of why I broke up with my girlfriend like 5 years ago. And I was like, damn, this is the same thing. And I realized her frustration when she would get mad at me and realizing she was worth it. And it just kind of hit me that, like, we will make so many excuses for why something that is good and working out for us, why we're not allowed to have it. And we'll look for any little thing, any little thing. If it's love, we'll look for age, race, opinion. We'll just look for something. If it's for a career, oh, because it's not lining up, it's not the timing. And I realize people, so many of the times, we're always skittish to just jump on opportunities. And people always say, like, I can't speak for others about how, well, you'll always get opportunities that come around. But I realize as I'm getting older, so much of what has happened and I don't think great opportunities grow on trees, guys. I really don't. Like, I think they come around for those who create and sustain good opportunities. But if you do not, I come to see that great opportunities come to those who seek them and who seize them. And one of the things I'm noticing is that, like, as I seek better opportunities, they come to find me. And I'm starting to notice it spiral more now in my favor. And I'm starting to realize this distinction of times when there was an opportunity and I was scared to embrace it versus just going for it. And so much of what we're doing in life is just about the opportunities we're willing to seize and what we think we're worth. And man, I got so upset. I got so mad because I could just see this opportunity for her to just slam dunk it. And it was just all these reasons as to not do it. And it was like so frustrating as a coach or as someone who's supposed to help somebody with their career and put the means and basically help them move them towards their goals. And then they're like, I don't feel good. So you have to work through all the mental gymnastics of it all. And I mean, obviously that's why they pay us the big bucks. But even then, I was like, man, I don't know if I'm getting paid enough for this. But I realize I care. That's the whole point, is that they pay us to care. Because I could just not care. I could just be like, okay, and then move on, try to market. But it was like, no, you told me you want to get this published and you want to do this. I could just not give a crap. And I realize advocating for people's dreams when they themselves are arguing against it, man, that's exhausting. And I realize that's why they pay us. And I realized, like, with this one girl and with this people, I realized then there's so many people who will only take what is on a restaurant menu in a box. But anything that they want to cook, any vision or a dream for life that they want, when they get the opportunities or the ingredients for it, so many people will put it down because they just don't want to read a recipe. And I realize because we're unwilling to cook or get in the kitchen is why we don't have the things we have. And I've just started to see that again and again, like, wow, so many of the people in life don't have what they have because they're unwilling to step in the kitchen and cook. They're just wanting to wait for something from a restaurant. So this video is for me to basically eclair. So I'm on day 10 of my challenge, right? So it's October 16th going into the October 17th, day 10 of the challenge. And I'm declaring right now, no more excuses. I'm going to wake up every day. I put the newsletter out. I'm going to do that newsletter every day. I'm going to do what needs to be done in the day. No more excuses. I'm going to make this business work, or I'll be dead on the homeless in a corner, poor and broke with nobody to love me. But there are no more excuses. And this is my declaration for you guys. So I'm putting that out there. And if you're watching this, no more excuses from me, no more excuses from you. Let's go do this. Peace.